Welcome back to the lecture series on analog electronics. This lecture series is a part of Let's Crack the Gate initiative by TechU faculties. So far we have discussed bipolar junction transistors and field effect transistors. In field effect transistors we have seen what junction field effect transistor is. So today we are going to discuss another field effect transistor, and that is called MOSFET. So we'll see the construction and operation of this MOSFET. Operation means we'll see how it operates as well as the characteristics of this MOSFET. Now MOSFET means metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET. Okay, there are two types of MOSFETs. First one is called depletion type MOSFET, and second type is called enhancement type MOSFET. We will discuss depletion type first. We will see how it is constructed, how it works, and then the characteristics. After that, we'll see the enhancement type MOSFET. Okay. So in this figure, you can see a few blocks. Actually, this is to show the construction of a depletion type MOSFET. Here, this is an N-channel depletion type MOSFET. As before, we are selecting N-channel for the explanation. So in this MOSFET, there is a slab of P-type material, and this is made by doping a silicon base by trivalent impurities, right? So there we have our P-type material. Then there are two heavily doped N regions, these two. These N regions are also made inside this P slab. Now between these two N layers, there is a moderately doped N layer. Now this N layer is the channel. Okay. Now here we have a thin layer of silicon dioxide, and this silicon dioxide isolates this terminal from the MOSFET. Okay, I'll tell you what these terminals are. Now there are ohmic contacts. All these black boxes are ohmic contacts. Now this N plus layer is connected to an ohmic contact, which is basically a metal. And here we can take a lead out. Now this will be the drain. This N plus layer is also connected to a metallic contact. Here also we can take a lead out, and this is the source. Now there is one more metallic contact here. This is the gate. And you can see that between the gate terminal and the substrate, there is a silicon dioxide layer. And this is the fourth terminal. It is called substrate. Denoted by SS. Now normally MOSFET is a 3-terminal device. We connect this substrate. Sorry, this is substrate. We connect this substrate to the source and make it a 3-terminal device. But for some discrete devices, this substrate is also a terminal. So we have 4 terminals. Now this is the construction of a depletion type N-channel MOSFET. Okay. Now you can see why it is called a MOSFET, right? There is a metal contact at the drain, at the source, and at the gate. Then there is an oxide layer, oxide of silicon, and this layer isolate gate from the N channel, right? So there is metal, oxide, and the rest is semiconductor. So that is why this is called a metal oxide semiconductor, FET. Now the most important aspect of this construction is a very high input impedance. The input terminal is the gate terminal. Between the gate terminal and N channel, we have a dielectric layer. Silicon dioxide is a dielectric or an insulator. So this gate and the device, that is the N channel, is isolated, and that is why we have a high input impedance for this MOSFET. Okay. Now let's see how it operates. Now we have a MOSFET here, N channel MOSFET. So this is N plus, this is also N plus, and this is N. And this is a P-type substrate. Now we will apply one condition here. Our condition is just like JFET, VGS equal to 0. Then we will apply some VDS. Let's say our VDS is greater than 0. So VDS is positive. So for VGS to be 0, we will connect gate and source. This is gate, this is source, and this is drain, this is substrate. And the substrate will be internally connected to the source. Now between drain and source, we will apply a positive supply. So we know that this N-type material is filled with free electrons. Right? So the positive potential at the drain will attract these electrons, and they will start flowing towards the drain, and because of that a current flows from drain to source. So this is just like a JFET. So the characteristics will also look like a JFET during VGS equal to 0. Now let's say we are applying a negative voltage between gate and source. So here we have a negative supply, and you know what these supplies are called. This is VGG and this is VDD. Across drain and source we have VDS, across gate and source we have VGS. Now when we apply negative voltage here, what happens? There are a number of holes in the P region. This is the largest of all these regions, the substrate. So when we apply a negative voltage here, these holes are attracted towards the N channel because of the negative voltage here. So when these holes are attracted to the N channel, the electrons in the N channel and the holes coming from the substrate will recombine, and this recombination will reduce the number of electrons in the N channel, and because of that the current will reduce. Okay, so just like a JFET, for VGS equal to 0, the current initially increases and go to saturation level, IDSS, and when we give negative values for VGS, again the value of ID will increase and reach a saturation current which is less than IDSS. Okay, so we can draw the characteristics here. So here I am drawing the output characteristics. Output characteristics is between ID and VDS for constant VGS. So for VGS equal to 0, you will get a curve like this, and this current is IDSS. the drain to source saturation current. And the value of VDS for this current reaches saturation, or this device reaches saturation, is called the pinch off voltage. Okay. Now we can give negative values for VGS and the characteristics will look like this. And when VGS equal to VP, we will get a characteristics like this. That is, the current will be 0. So this is VGS equal to VP. Now this is the characteristics. We can also draw the transfer characteristics here, and that will look like this. Actually, transfer characteristics can be obtained from the output characteristics. So this is VGS, this is ID, and the transfer characteristics will look like this. Right, this is IDSS, and this is VP. So this is the transfer characteristics as well as the output characteristics of the MOSFET. But now there is a change. So far it is comparable with the junction field effect transistor we have seen, but there is a slight change here. In junction field effect transistors, we are not applying positive VGS, but in this case we can apply positive VGS. What happens when we apply positive VGS? If we apply positive VGS at the gate, that is, there is a positive voltage at the gate, then in the dielectric medium, electrons are attracted to this point. So here we will have a net negative charge, and then at this end we will have the positive charge. Let me enlarge this device. So when we apply a positive voltage at the gate, a negative charge accumulates here in the dielectric, and because of this, positive charges are accumulated at this end of the dielectric. And now these positive charges will attract the electrons inside the p layer towards this n channel. So these electrons are getting accelerated and pushed into the n channel, and these accelerated electrons will collide with the electrons inside the n channel, and thus more and more free electrons are generated. So the number of free electrons will increase in the n channel if we give positive voltage to the gate. So if the number of electrons increases, what happens to the current? Current will also increase, and in this case current can go beyond IDSS, and the output characteristics will look like this. Now there is the power constraint of the particular MOSFET. We cannot increase the current beyond a limit. Anyway, there is an increase in current beyond IDSS if we give positive VGS. Now if you look at the characteristics, you can see that the characteristics was only this much in case of JFET, and now the characteristics has a portion like this. So this region is called depletion region, or the operation in this region is called depletion operation, and this region, this is called enhancement region. And the operation in this is enhanced operation. So in depletion region and enhancement region, this device will obey Shockley's equation. That means ID is given by IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP the whole square. Now the difference here is, in depletion region, VGS is negative, and in enhancement region, VGS is positive. So if you want to find out the values of ID, you have to just substitute negative and positive values here. That will give us the values of ID. So this is the construction, operation and characteristics of depletion type MOSFET. Okay, shall we move on to the next type of MOSFET? The next type of MOSFET is called an enhancement MOSFET. Here also you can see that there is a p-type substrate, heavily doped N regions inside the substrate, but there is no N channel. So this is the difference between enhancement type MOSFET and depletion MOSFET. Enhancement region inside the depletion MOSFET is a different thing, and enhancement type MOSFET is a different thing. Remember that. So in enhancement type MOSFET, there is no channel between drain and source. This is our drain, again connected to this N through an ohmic contact or a metallic contact. Here we have our source connected to this N region through a metallic contact. Here we have our gate, which is isolated from the semiconductor material. Here a thin layer of silicon dioxide is present. Here the substrate terminal is also present, which is normally internally connected to the source. Now since there is no channel here, the operation is different. We need to enhance a channel there. We need to make a channel there by applying appropriate voltages between gate and source. Okay. So shall we see how it is biased, and after that we can see the operation. So this is our enhancement type MOSFET. Here we have our gate, drain and source. Now there is a positive potential between drain and source, that is VDS is greater than 0. And there is also another potential between gate and source, and in this case, that is in case of an enhancement type MOSFET, that too an N channel enhancement type MOSFET. This is an N channel enhancement type MOSFET. The gate to source voltage is a positive one. So if VGS equal to 0, there is no channel here. If there is no channel here, there is no current flowing. So usually we start discussing the operation by applying a condition, that is VGS is less than 0 and VDS is greater than 0. That condition cannot be applied here, because when VGS equal to 0, there is no channel between these two N regions, and since there is no channel, there is no current flow. Okay. Now VGS is positive. So we can write the conditions here: VGS greater than 0 and VDS greater than 0. Now what happens here is, let me show you the enlarged version. Now the gate is connected to a positive supply. So here we have positive potential. This will attract the electrons in the silicon dioxide layer here. So here we will have a net negative charge at this end and a net positive charge at this end. These are N plus and N plus region, and this is our P substrate. Now these positive charges will attract electrons from the P substrate, and thus the electron concentration here will increase. Near the gate. Now we can see that a channel has formed between this drain and source, right? Because electrons are attracted from the P substrate towards the gate, a channel is formed between these two terminals, these two N layers. Okay, we can show the channel here. Now this is the channel that is formed. Now because of this channel, now we have already supplied this drain with a positive voltage. This positive voltage will attract the electrons inside this channel and they'll start flowing in this direction. So there is an ID current here which flows in this direction. So drain current will flow in this direction. So here by construction there is no channel, but we are enhancing a channel inside this P substrate by giving a positive voltage to the gate. Okay, so this is an N-channel enhancement type MOSFET. Now let's say we have kept VGS at a constant and we are increasing VDS. What happens here? The same thing that happened in JFET. That is, if we hold VGS constant and increase the level of VDS, drain current will eventually reach a saturation level, just like that happened in a JFET. Okay, so if we increase VGS, the story is different. If we increase VGS, the number of electrons inside the channel will increase. That will increase the electron gradient and that will make the current increase. So an increase in VGS will cause an increase in current, but if we keep VGS a constant and increase VDS, it will eventually make the device go into saturation. Now the characteristics of this enhancement type MOSFET will look like this. Output characteristics here. This is ID versus VDS for constant VGS. Now for this channel to be formed, VGS has to cross a threshold value. So if only VGS is greater than a threshold value, this channel will be formed. So at VGS equal to 0, we don't have a channel. So from VGS equal to 0 to VGS less than VT, where VT is the threshold voltage, the current is going to be 0. So this is for VGS less than VT. So when VGS becomes equal to VT, the characteristics, that is the current, starts increasing because a channel is formed. So there is a small current when VGS equal to VT. Let me it here. This is for VGS less than VT, and this is for VGS equal to VT. If we increase VGS, we'll get higher and higher saturation currents. So as we go on increasing VGS, this is the characteristics we will get. So this is VGS1, VGS2, VGS3, VGS4, where VGS4 is greater than VGS3, greater than VGS2, and so on. So this is the output characteristics. Now we can draw the transfer cara. The transfer cara will look like this. Here we know that VGS is going to be positive, right? For VGS less than 0 or from up to VGS equal to VT, there is no current ID. So for positive values of VGS only, there is going to be a current, and the characteristics will look like this. This is VT. Now this enhancement type MOSFET is completely different. We can see that it operates for VGS greater than 0. It has characteristics that is different from our previous FETs. So because of that, it doesn't obey Shockley's equation. It obeys its own equation, that is ID is equal to some constant K into VGS minus VT the whole square. So this is the equation that governs enhancement type MOSFET, where K can be found out as K is equal to ID on divided by VGS on minus VT the whole square. So this is the value of K. If you know a particular VGS and the corresponding current ID, then you can find out the value of K. And if you know K, you can find out the relationship between current and voltage, that is input and output in an enhancement type MOSFET. Okay. Now let's see the symbols of depletion type and enhancement type MOSFETs. So for depletion type MOSFET, the symbol look like this. There is our base, then drain, substrate, and source. And we know that this substrate and source will be connected internally. So this will be connected like this. Now the gate is isolated. So we will show an isolation here between the base and the gate, and here we have our gate terminal. So this is the symbol for a depletion type MOSFET. Okay, and whether it is N channel or P channel, that is separated by this arrow. If it is an N channel MOSFET, an arrow will be going in. So this is N channel D MOSFET. D means depletion MOSFET. The symbol for P channel MOSFET will look like this. And the arrow will be going out. So this is P channel D MOSFET. Now for enhancement type, the difference is here this shows the channel, this thing shows the channel. So in enhancement type MOSFET, the channel is not formed until we give a positive VGS. So the symbol will look like this. This is the gate, drain and source, and if the arrow is going in, this is N channel, E MOSFET, E for enhancement. Okay, so if the arrow is going out, that means it is P channel enhancement type MOSFET. So these are different kinds of MOSFETs, their characteristics and operation. They follow the same biasing circuits as the JFET. So you can solve any question concerning that with whatever we have discussed in JFET. The difference here is in depletion type MOSFET, the equations we use for finding out current and that we use for finding out current in JFET are the same. That is, it is Shockley's equation. The only thing you have to take care of is in enhancement type MOSFET, the equation is different. ID is given by some K into VGS minus VT the whole square. Okay, so keep that in mind. I am winding up the lecture here. Until we see again, bye.